What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the 3&D podcast, the home of Australia's favourite basketball podcast. I'm Nabs, and today I'm joined by Moz.
The one and only.
We are missing our brother.
Don't worry, you'll still call me yours.
Yoz. Yeah, I will. I probably will. I don't know how many times I do that. How we doing? We good?
We're fantastic. Coming back off a win on our end season.
Ooh, yeah, and our social comp.
First game back.
Yeah, it's always good to get a dub.
Very good.
Speaking of dubs, we're going to kick it straight into the champs, the reigning champs, the Boston Celtics. We'll start with them.
Ooh,
Let's talk about some news from Boston side of things. Boston. So there's been a lot of moves. It's obviously the off season, so natural that we'll get a lot of moves. One of them is Mr. Derek White, one of your favorite blokes.
D White.
So he re-signed 4 years, $125.9 million.
That's on the cheap side. Should have got more, I reckon. That's a bit too cheap for him. He would have got more if he moved elsewhere.
I think if he had a bit more hair on his head.
You're slack, seriously.
Also, Jason Tatum.
At least get 150.
Jason Tatum got this last week. We didn't get a chance to speak about it. So it was a 5-year deal for $314 million.
For non-MVP.
So that is it the highest? It's the highest
At
contract.
the moment, it's the highest contract.
contract.
But I'll get Eclipse next season.
And obviously it makes the Boston Celtics one of the most expensive teams for their starters.
Their starting five's almost $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Do you got anything to say about that?
No, good luck paying the tax.
So some other news, which is...
Aren't they selling the team now?
That's exactly what I was just about to get into.
They're chucking to Memphis.
So the owner's selling. What's his name? I don't know. Anyway, the owner of the Celtics is planning to sell. They've actually put in an official request from the NBA to sell. I think they have to do like an official thing. So there's a public statement on that. There's been this, I don't know if you saw the news, but Jeff Bezos has been linked to this, the owner of Amazon.
Oh, really?
He's been, apparently the rumors are that he wants to buy an NBA team, and there's a lot of interest in the Boston Celtics, and I think there's a group that he's affiliated with.
I'm not surprised. NBA's a cash cow right now.
It'd be interesting. I mean, Amazon just got the contract with the NBA. Now he could own an NBA team. I mean,
but did you look into the payment structure?
No.
So apparently the majority ownership doesn't get handed over until 2028 or 2029.
So it's like
it's a
layaway.
It's like a Memphis. It's like the Memphis deal. They get bits and pieces here and there.
Why is Adam Silver allowing it, seeing how badly it went with Minnesota?
I don't think he's approved it yet. So, but that's what the owner wants.
I didn't read the full statement. I just saw that it was requested.
I think it was 2028 or 2029.
Interesting.
Oh well, we'll see what happens.
But yeah, I mean, paying all your players before you sell the team, that's
dirty.
It's a classy move.
He loves it.
We'll continue on with the contracts and trades. I couldn't keep them separate, so we're just going to go through them one by one.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell re-signs with the Cleveland Cavaliers, 3 years, $150 million. Anything about that?
Yeah, I don't get it, man. It's a bit cheap. He's not even cracking 200 mil.
Still nothing has been said about Darius Garland. They haven't moved on from him.
I think they probably are with Mitchell on the team. One of them had to move. I think Garland, there was a statement I could be wrong, but he said if Mitchell stays, he wants to go. He wants to get let go.
Yeah, it's weird that they both play very similar roles. It's weird.
They're both undersized in this new era anyway.
Yeah. And the Miami Heat, they've signed Alec Burks. 1 year deal they stole him from New York. Joe Ingles, I kind of wanted to leave him till later because he's an Aussie. And as you can see, I'm repping the Aussie squad.
The,
I'll be wearing this.
what they're called?
The Boomers,
The Boomers.
just like me.
Why are they called the Boomers?
It's always called the Boomers.
They should have been called something along the lines of the Kangaroos.
So I'll be repping the green and gold until
That doesn't look gold to me.
they
That
come
looks like
home
a
with
mustard.
the medal, with the gold medal.
And they're coming home with a medal, right? But not the gold medal.
So Joe Ingles is signed with Minnesota for 1 year.
Yeah, good pickup.
Minnesota.
Ant-Man. That has spread the floor off the bench. Because they just lost Slow-Mo Carl.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this one too much. I mean, Joe Ingles, as much
They
as
got
I
him on the
like the
cheap,
guy,
right? How much are they getting for?
I don't have the specifics.
I
for
think
the
it was
deal.
like 3.5 mil, something like that.
vet minimum.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, they got him on the cheap. Why not? There's no one else available on the cheap.
Now, I'm going to move to a story that we kind of touched on last episode, and it was to do with Hartenstein. So
Yeah.
last week we spoke about the rumors that he would be traded, and he has been, not traded, but he'll be leaving New York, and he's signed with OKC.
That's crazy.
3-year deal.
Can't believe New York
is it
let him go.
87 mil. Yeah, I mean, well, they had to choose between
Tingly.
Mitch Robinson and him. I'm surprised they went with Mitch Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he would have been cheaper. That's probably why.
Yeah, but he's a much better player.
Yeah,
But I'm surprised OKC picked him up. They've got Jay Will. He's a solid center for them. So
Jay Will. Is he that tall?
they got 2 Jay Wills on the team.
Okay.
So they've got Chet.
Mm. Oh,
They-
yeah, they've got Chetsicles.
They've got Chet. They've got Jay Will. And now they've got Hartenstein.
I like Hartenstein.
I don't-
Solid, bro.
I don't know why they're building up on the centers.
They
It's
prob-
weird.
You know why? They probably want to play Chet the same way that Cat plays.
On the 4.
Stretch 4.
Yeah, interesting.
So one interesting thing about that, other than the move, is there's a comparison between Jalen Brunson's salary and Hartenstein's salary. So Jalen Brunson being the one, not even the 1A, he's the one. He's with Julius
He's the
Randle
Batman.
out.
Yeah.
For New York, he's on 24 mil per year.
Yeah.
In
For now.
2024, 2025, and Hartenstein's on 30.5 now.
Yeah.
So
Nice
so you
work
can
in
see-
New York.
you can see why the motivation to leave. It's sad. I mean, Hartenstein looked like he loved. I mean, New York just looked like they were having a ball every time they played. So it's a shame to see it split up. They almost ran it back, but not quite.
Did they end up drafting a big? Is that why, you reckon? I can't remember who they
I'm
drafted.
not sure. I'm not sure.
I have to look into it.
Now, we'll move it over to probably one of the biggest movers and shakers at the moment in the trade market, the off-season market, free agency, whatever you want to call it, the Clippers.
Mm.
The Clippers have been really moving, making lots of moves this season, or this off-season. So the first one is Kai Jones. They picked him up on a non-guaranteed deal. Obviously, he's had those issues off the court, so play it safe, I guess. Any thoughts on Kai?
He's got talent. We'll see what happens. Whether he's going to be starting or not is another question. But
His attitude was horrible, man. Like,
it's
it's a shame, man, because you saw like the talent that he displayed
Yeah, he's got
for
talent.
those few games. It was just electric, but yeah. Hopefully,
he would have been good going to Houston Rockets because they're a young squad. He would have fit right in.
no, they've got problems themselves. I'm about to move on to but he needs to be in a system. He needs to be.
I don't think Clippers is the right
I
system.
know.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
we'll
think
see.
Ty Lue is one of those development type of
No.
coaches. Another move is Chris Dunn, signed to a 1-year contract with the Clippers. Mo Bamba has also signed a 1-year contract with the Clippers.
Yeah, Mr. Muhammad.
And Nicholas Batum has re-upped. Oh, no, sorry. He was with the Clippers, wasn't he?
No, he
Then
was
got
with Philly.
moved.
He was
No,
with Philly.
Now he moved from Philly to Clippers now,
Yeah.
but wasn't he with the Clippers before? I think he was.
Yeah, he moved from
He's going
Portland
back
to
home.
he moved from Portland to Clippers. I think.
Yeah,
Is that right?
And then he went to Philly. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's going back to the Clippers. I'm sure he was there before.
He's gone back to Cali.
Going back to Tailu.
Thailand.
Nicholas Batum, 2 years, 9.6 mil. He's a solid piece, but he's getting up in age, so I'm not sure how
He
effective
killed
it's
it
going to be.
when he had to step up in Philly.
And then the final, or not the final piece, Kevin Porter Jr. signed a 2-year deal. Don't have the specifics on that with the Clippers as well. So Kevin Porter Jr., again, one of those raw talents, but off the court had those issues. I don't know if the case is still ongoing, but there was domestic violence.
That's going to be interesting. Is he coming off the bench or starting?
No idea. I don't know.
Out of all those signings, I think he's the one that's going to be starting.
It's going to be hard to overlook Derrick Jones Jr., though, seeing as what he did with...
yeah, but he came off the bench as well, Derrick Jones.
Yeah.
So he's suited to come off the bench.
But, a 3-year deal with 30 mil.
Unless he's replacing Paul George's position.
Obviously, they brought him in for the defense, but, his athleticism, it'll give them a bit more speed. They still have Tyrese Maxey. Wait,
No, Maxey...
Man. Sorry, not Maxey. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah. Yeah, they still got Man.
Okay.
But he's dropped off. I think it's because of all the stars.
It's because of the way they're playing.
Yeah.
That's why you look at these young guns.
They got no
They wanna
player
run.
development. Yeah.
Looks like they want to run now.
He's going to get pushed back even more again. I won't be surprised if he asks for a trade.
I think, without Paul George there and Kawhi, we don't know what's happening with him. I think they could make some, they could do some damage. They could do some damage with this roster if they're running and gunning.
They had the personnel to win the chip last season, and they failed.
Clippers could be last year's Utah.
No, I don't know.
That's where I see
I'm not
it.
backing the Clippers after the shit performance last season.
Sticking to the Clippers, James Harden has re-upped.
Yeah, of course he has.
I think he's opted in. So it's 2 years, 70 mil.
70
And
mil.
as we've mentioned probably last week, but
PG,
I'll finish it
gone.
off. Yeah, PG, 4-year deal to Philly is going.
Going to play for that trader.
Yeah, 212 mil. So we'll stick on Paul George, unless you want to speak about James Harden.
No.
I mean, it's really a
He's
non-factor.
towards the end of his career. He's still racking in 35 mil a year.
So with Paul George, there's been some discussions regarding the rumors around the Golden State move and the rumors that, that it was likely that it was going to be Golden State trade or a pickup by Golden State. One of them was the Golden State Warriors, apparently the trade that the Clippers wanted was to include Jonathan Kuminga in the trade.
Right. It was a big trade.
And they've made him almost untouchable,
Yeah.
the Warriors. They don't want to trade Kuminga.
It was
Apparently
it was a
Kuminga
big package.
and Podzemski, I think, are almost
Pods.
untouchable.
Yeah.
The rumors are circulating. That's one of the reasons why it was the trade was killed, apparently, between Golden State and Clippers. What are your thoughts on that?
I reckon Golden State missed out. I mean, what they're doing right now is, are you trying to build a team to win now for Curry or trying to save players for the future? You need to make a decision. You can't do both.
Yeah, and I think they're starting to feel that as well. It's a little bit late though. Draymond Green actually spoke about this, and he said he was a little bit salty about the fact that they didn't get Paul George.
Yeah, I understand.
And he wanted Paul George to come. The Clippers didn't really want to play ball, didn't really want to help him get to where he wants to go. So this is really interesting. So the sentiment here is that Paul George didn't really want to be in Philly. What does that mean moving forward? Now, can Philly trade him like at any point next season, or is there's a cooling off period, isn't there?
How long did you sign for again? He signed the max
2
for
years. Wait, I had it here. 4 years,
4 years.
212 mil.
a max with the fourth year being play option, correct?
Don't
I
have
think
that.
that's what I read. I think it was 3 and 1.
But can they trade him?
You can ask for trade once they've started the season, I assume.
Mm.
I don't think there's any rule against it.
Because
They can't trade him now. Like you have to start the season first.
Is this going to be another James Harden fat suit situation?
I don't know. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Because that's interesting. The Draymond Green kind of revealed.
I'll tell you who it's going to affect the most. It's going to affect Maxi's development.
Yeah, it's like it's a shame what's happening with him because there's so much uncertainty around that roster and that team. You know, the process is just not trustable.
Because it was going to be a 1-2 punch with Maxi and Embiid, but now you've brought Paul George in and
goes back to the bench. Goes back to number 3.
Yeah, it goes back to the third option. And like, how many players is the coach going to write up for him now?
Yeah.
So
no, I'm with you.
They've gone backwards. And they've let go of Tobias Harris. Who else have they let go of?
I'll get to that. I'm going to get to those.
Yeah. So I'm not a fan of Philly anyway. Yeah,
but I thought that was interesting from Draymond Green. I think he's revealed a little bit behind the scenes about, you know, Paul George and his intentions, because I don't think he really wants to be in Philly.
Well, he would have beefed up their defense, right? So I understand it.
Yeah.
And that's their biggest weakness at the moment.
One funny little thing I thought I'd mention. So Paul George, everywhere he's been, he's pretty much said that he's staying.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
So this is the quotes. In Indiana, he was quoted to say, "My goal is to win here. I never want to leave Indy." And then only a few months after he requested a trade. In the Thunder, we got that famous where he went up on stage with Russell Westbrook saying, "I'm here to stay. We can bring this home." And then he re-signed. He re-signed with the
He did 2 years with OKC.
He re-signed with OKC, and then he asked for a trade.
Yeah.
Almost immediately in the summer.
So after the first year, they blamed everything on Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
The second year, they ran it back, just him and Westbrook.
Yeah.
And then it was even worse.
Even worse.
Even worse. So it wasn't Bella after all.
And with the Clippers, he said, "This is where my heart is. I want to retire a Clipper."
Well, to be honest, that wasn't his fault. They didn't want to offer him the money.
And now he is
The funny thing is, they forgot about all the games, or not all the games, all the seasons he had to carry the load while Kawhi Leonard was on the bench.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense.
Seems like a common thing with the Kawhi Leonard team.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but because he had to carry the load, he did all the workload for that team, and they reward him by declining his max. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's stupid. What, they're going to rely on Kawhi Leonard?
He's a solid piece, man.
And James Harden. It's good luck.
Would have done some damage on the Warriors.
You know, if they don't play 65 games, either one of those guys, Clippers won't even make top 8 next season.
That's what I'm saying. I see them as potentially being a Utah type of team from last season. You know, they had that really hot start.
Yeah, and then they won't even have a hot start.
I think they might. I think they'll be running.
I'll tell you why.
With that young core, I think they'll be running.
Leonard's going to get injured in the Olympics.
I don't think he's going to
Leonard,
be playing. Honestly,
he is.
I think he's going to be
He
injured.
just walked in there.
Like you said, I think he'll be injured for most of the season.
Yeah.
Let's move it on to the Warriors. So
Dub Nation.
the Warriors picked up Buddy Hield.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little pickup. You know, I mentioned, remember last off-season, I said I like Buddy Hield. I would like to see him as a Warrior.
When the Kings were getting rid of him.
Yes. I said there were 2 players, Malcolm Brogdon and Buddy Hield. I thought
and
they
they
would
missed
fit
out on both
right
of them.
in.
Yeah.
And now it's really good to see that they've finally
And they
picked
got
him
him
up.
cheaper, didn't they?
Yeah. That's what Warriors are known for, man.
Yeah, they picked him up cheaper.
selling big, buying low. It's a Warriors way.
Well, that's the thing. Klay Thompson was on the bench, and Buddy Hield's, I'm assuming, coming off the bench. I think Buddy Hield off the bench is a better player than Klay Thompson.
Yeah. I mean,
off the bench.
Yeah. And then they also picked up DeAnthony Melton.
That's a good pickup.
This helps them with their defense as well.
Yeah, that's a very good pickup.
So 1 year, 12.8 mil.
The bench is getting depth.
And then they picked up also Kyle Anderson, Mr. Slow-Mo himself, 3 years, 27 mil. I think they paid a bit for him.
That's a good bench, to be honest. And you got Kuminga, Moses Moody, B-Pods.
Yeah. Still got Draymond.
Well, he's not on the bench, but
I think
you got solid 9 to 10 player roster right there.
So they lost Clay, but I think
they boosted the depth of the team
with not much spend.
Yeah. But
so far, they're still one piece away. They're still a solid centerpiece away, in my opinion.
Are we going to talk about who that after?
So we'll get to that in a sec. Yeah. So just on the regarding the trade, so there's a lot of news coming out with regards to Klay Thompson. One of them is that a reporter, I think it was Anthony Slater, he mentioned that Klay Thompson told Steph not to get involved and not to demand the front office to pay him. So, and there was also some ill sentiment with Klay Thompson's regarding the previous offseason not receiving a contract straight away. The Warriors asked him to wait till they can move some pieces around. He took that pretty hard. That's what we're finding out now, apparently.
This is because of the new front office they've got. So he's got no history with the new front office.
Yeah. But he's been asked, I think, before to just be patient. I think it's run thin as well.
I think Warriors did him dirty, to be honest.
Yeah, so I wanted to read this as well. So the Warriors plan to bring Klay Thompson off the bench behind Brandon Podziemski next season. This would have caused a bit of a stir, obviously. I can't imagine a legend of the game would like to be.
Do you remember what I said?
Behind
do you remember a few episodes ago, what I said about Klay Thompson's performance and why it was shonky this past season?
Why?
Because he didn't have guaranteed money, so he couldn't play 100%, especially coming off those severe injuries.
But do you reckon he sold it short, or he was in his feelings, you know?
No, look, when you don't have guaranteed money and you're just coming off severe injuries and operations, you have that fear mentality of, I don't want to play up to my potential just in case I get injured again. And it'll be the Isaiah Thomas situation where you don't have any contract whatsoever, no money. So I think the Warriors stuffed up. If they sorted out his contract issue the offseason before this past season, he would have played a lot better than what he did. And I'll go on record and say that Klay Thompson will have a better season this year than he did last year just because he's got that guaranteed money.
Yeah, but you would have thought, like, coming to an end of a contract, he would have had a better season. He didn't do that.
Not necessarily.
We see this phenomena time and time again where they're trying to boost their stock. They play much harder in that last year of their contract and increase their capital.
Not really.
No, but we do see this.
I do see it, but in his situation, no.
But he's
because how are you going to play? How are you going to? For one, you're expecting the team to look out for you anyway, especially a team that you have the heart to finish off your career with. And two, you're playing a season with a non-guarantee of having money the next season.
Yeah, I don't know.
And again, I'll relate it back to the Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, but if you look at it as a business, you can't afford to lower your stock like that.
Did he really?
He did.
No. Did you see the contract he signed?
He wanted a supermax.
He ended up getting it.
No, he got
No, he didn't want Supermax. He just wanted Max.
he got 48 for 2 years or 3 years. 3 years.
3 years with
Yeah.
Dallas, which is a lot better than what he would have got at.
No, the Warriors offered him 50 for 2 years.
No, you're forgetting to include tax from Warriors.
Yeah, all right. But I'm saying in terms of contract-wise.
No. So contract-wise, with the Dallas, he ends up getting more money than what?
Yeah, but they finagle the taxes.
No, they don't. No,
They do.
No.
That's why they all have charities.
no. They don't finagle taxes, bro.
They do, bro.
No, they have to pay them, man.
Yeah, they do, but there's ways around it.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that at Dallas.
Yeah, fair enough. So sticking on Warriors, kind of Warriors news, and we'll transition into the next one. So Chris Paul has signed a 1-year deal with San Antonio Spurs. This happened a couple of weeks ago, so he's got an $11
That's
million
a very good sign.
year for the 1 year. Him alongside Wembanyama
Mm-hmm.
should be interesting.
He's gonna control. He's a floor general. He's gonna that 1 year that he's gonna be there. He's gonna be able to help in development of that team tremendously.
That's why.
Tremendously. And Golden State like
This
flopping.
is why I was so frustrated. Like Chris Paul, I mean, everywhere he has gone, he has left that team or led that team deeper than what they had previously.
100%.
He's made that team better everywhere he
goes
went.
to Golden State. Steve Kerr
Went to the
flops it.
Warriors, and I don't know what happened with Steve Kerr and the coaching, but man, it's such a shame, man. It's such a shame. James Wiseman, ex-Warrior, went to Detroit. He's now been traded to the Pacers. This is amazing. I love seeing this kid in a place where he can actually do something.
Yeah.
So a 2-year deal with Indiana Pacers, which is awesome.
I like him. He's got. I said it before, when he first came into the league. He's got potential. Just the poor kid never had the opportunity to show it. It was like,
Had an injury.
and I don't know. Warriors dropped the ball off his development, I reckon.
Yeah, I think that draft, I don't know what they were doing with that one. But
He'll be coming off the bench behind Miles Turner. Yeah, Miles Turner in Pacers.
yeah,
So he's gonna have a
they've
good
got
fit there.
Obi Toppin as well. They're pretty long.
Yeah.
They're pretty long.
I
They've
like
got
the Pacers.
Siakam still.
They got Siakam still. Halliburton. Yeah, they're gonna come back stronger next season. Pacers.
They've also picked up. I didn't get a chance to look this up. Exhibit 10 contract. This Kasai Tominaga from I'm guessing Japan. Pacers have picked him up on an Exhibit 10 contract. I don't know what that is.
I think it's like a show and tell during the summer league.
So summer league, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Show us what you got, and we'll sort out a trade.
Sticking with the Pacers, so Obi Toppin gets his 4-year, $60 million deal.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a nice pickup. Good money.
Probably one of his best seasons last season.
Yeah.
His shooting got a lot better.
He's
Shooting
progressing.
percentage,
He's getting better every year,
Yeah.
which is good.
We saw in the Knicks, he was fast run and gun, but he just didn't have the shooting to go with it.
That's what you get with Halliburton. He directs the floor really well.
Now, they did lose Jalen Smith. He's gone to Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, that was a good pickup. On the
3
Bulls.
year, $27 million.
Yeah, that's cheap
That's too much.
for Jalen Smith.
What has he done?
No, man, he's good. He's a good.
I agree. He's got potential, but what has he done?
He's better than.
Phoenix, he didn't do anything.
Nah, he did well with Indiana last season. He did really well.
Yeah, I think that's a bit much. in my
What's
opinion.
that? 27 divided by three. That's chump
9.
change.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Who are you going to give that? Who was on the market to offer that to?
Yeah. I don't know.
But it's the Bulls. They don't know what they're doing anyway, so who cares?
Same old, same old.
Stupid owner.
Um,
He's probably doing Last Dance again.
We spoke about Detroit. So you mentioned it before. Tobias Harris,
Yeah.
2-year deal to Detroit, $52 million. This guy's getting paid, man.
Yeah, he's getting money. I don't know how.
He is getting paid.
But his agent, man.
Who is his agent, man? Like
His
far
agent,
out.
he must have some people connections.
This guy.
If I was an NBA player, I'd be like, Bro, hook me up with Tobias Harris.
I think
agent.
I know who his agent is.
It's not Rich Paul either.
I'll tell you who his agent is. It's the fake Doc. Doc Rivers.
You reckon? I don't know, man.
No, he's not an agent. I was just saying, like, they seem to be scamming all these teams
I have
together.
no idea.
So yeah, he's gone to the Pistons.
Yeah.
JB Bickerstaff, who was fired from the Cleveland Cavaliers, is now the head coach of the Detroit Pistons.
Right.
What do you think of that move? I like JB Bickerstaff. I think he was actually a good coach for the Cavs.
Yeah.
I just think he couldn't handle superstar personalities the way that he should have, probably. I don't know what's in that locker room, but it seemed like you saw on the sidelines, Donovan Mitchell coaching and this and that. I don't know if I want another voice in the huddle.
Look, whenever this is my opinion,
especially with
of
a young
him.
team.
This is my opinion of him. Whenever the coach hasn't got the balls to face up against the front office and tell him what he wants, I think he's a shit coach. And unfortunately, that's what happened. It's pretty much the front office put the team together and told him, go work your magic. It just flopped. So, and it's like throughout the history of the league, any coach that does not dictate who his personnel is ends up failing.
Yeah, but then you've got, some diamonds in the rough. I mean, you look at, some things that come to mind, OKC, even Utah last season.
Yeah.
They didn't have a choice in who came there, really.
But yeah, they were tanking. They didn't want to win.
Yeah, but they accidentally almost effed around and found out.
100%. But the Cavs were actually going for it. So
yeah,
a bit of a difference there.
But then again, wasn't he traded? Yeah, he was. Donovan Mitchell was traded. He wasn't. Now he's signed with them, but he was traded to Cavs.
Yeah, but that's the front office.
Yeah, fair enough.
I guarantee you would be like, we need to get rid of one of these other guards to get Mitchell, and they didn't.
Yeah, it almost seemed like they were
the three
trying
guards
to
heavy.
make a decision between Darius Garland.
They got Darius Garland, Mitchell.
They got rid of Sexton.
No, they have someone else still on the bench.
Not Okoro.
Yeah, Isaac Okoro.
Well, they got rid of him. He's gone
This
now.
offseason?
Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
Oh, no, sorry. He's still a free agent. He's on the free agent list.
That'll be good.
Yeah. So Detroit Pistons former coach, Dwayne Casey. So there's a bit of news about him. So he was actually asked, he was offered the assistant coach position with JJ Redick at the Lakers.
Why?
And he declined it.
Yeah. I think that was a win for Lakers, not for him.
However,
they've
they've picked up Scott Brooks and Nate McMillan.
Yeah, well, that's actually an upgrade.
The Lakers.
Yeah. Why would you ask the head coach of a team that has the record for the most losses in the league?
Maybe there's something about the development of the young team.
Just shut up. It was dumb. That was April Fool's prank.
Now, after LeBron saying that he's willing, so we'll move on to the Lakers.
This is funny.
After LeBron saying that he will take a pay cut, okay, so that the Lakers have more pull to bring another star in.
Right.
They failed to get Harden. Harden re-signed with the Clippers.
Right.
They failed on Valanciunas. He re-signed with the Wizards. That's a weird one. They failed with Paul George. Yeah. He signed with the Sixers. And after all that, LeBron said, "Give me my money."
Yeah, give me my max.
So he did. He got his 2 years, $104 million.
No trade clause and 1-1. So I'll play option on the last year.
Nice. What do you think about that? LeBron signing.
I
think they still have some money left over. I think the fact that they didn't go 4 years or whatever, I think that helps.
They're not going to win the championship, are they?
To
be honest,
I don't think so.
To be honest, would you be surprised if he comes out and goes, "This is my last year," because his goal was to play with his son? No. This will be the season.
I mean, it would be. Look, It'd be a good season to go out for him. You know, no expectations. Could do a whole road show all the way around the league.
Yeah, how much
with
money
his
the
son.
Lakers would reckon?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Killer. Another Kobe.
And they'd still go out as being the best team in LA.
Yeah.
Shout out to shitbox Clippers.
I'm just wondering if the Boston winning last year changes things, because you know the two have always been rivals.
But did they improve the lineup? No.
Well, I don't think they're done. Typical Laker fashion.
I don't know.
They're gonna make those mid-season trades.
Apparently, there's rumors they like Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But did he make him better before? Is he gonna make him better now? I don't think
as
so.
much as I like Kuz, he in the social media circles, he's always been.
But how many players apparently said no to
think
Lakers?
of a better way of saying up the Lakers bum.
You can't. There's only one way.
Like every time something good happened, LeBron's a king. I love you. I love you, LeBron.
Yeah, softy.
As much as I like Kuz, I think he's an awesome player. The other news, so we touched on this last week. We were contemplating whether
Shout out to yours.
Bronny would get a contract, and surely enough, he hasn't even played in the summer league. Nothing. Now he's on a guaranteed multi-year contract, and apparently
it's a big one too, 7.2 mil.
Yeah. And in comparison to Jokic, apparently he's getting paid more than Jokic got in his.
He set the record for second round pick.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Rich Paul. You know what? Rich Paul, I might hit you up. I need an agent.
I need an agent. But you know what? I'll be interested to see what yours says about this next week. Hey, yours? We'll leave a whole outro for you, or intro. We'll intro the episode next week with yours speaking on this.
Daddy James and Baby James.
What was that movie? What was that movie?
Baby Bron.
Comes to mind. Freddie got fingered. Daddy, would you like a
Daddy,
sausage?
would you like some sausage?
Daddy, would you like some sausage? That's what it seems like.
Do you know what my favorite scene out of that? I'm the backwards man. Do you remember? Where he's got the suit on back. I'm the backwards man.
That was a trippy movie.
So, sticking to the Lakers, Taurean Prince is gone. He's signing with Milwaukee.
The Muslim brother?
Yes.
Muslim brother going to Milwaukee.
Going to Milwaukee.
Wait, Milwaukee's been quiet as well, eh?
Mm.
Do you reckon Giannis is on the way out? Just quick touch on them.
There's actually, let's move to them. There's been talks of another player of theirs. There it is. Brook Lopez. Apparently, Brook Lopez is
being shopped around.
Yeah, they're seeking a first-round pick for Brook Lopez.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening behind closed doors, but maybe they're gonna start the rebuilding phase.
You reckon Giannis is come to the Warriors, Giannis? Please,
I think.
Please.
I think something's been said, and Giannis doesn't like what's happened this offseason. I wouldn't be surprised. What have they done?
Yeah, look, the last 2 trips to the playoffs have been pretty dismal for them.
Yeah. I did say that if they do run it back, they're going to be a better team. But you were kind of expecting Milwaukee to do something for Giannis to stay, or I mean, all it would take is Giannis to say, "I want to trade."
They gave Thanasis a contract.
Yeah.
So
they're dropping the ball, man.
Yeah, with a talent like Giannis, I mean,
dropping the ball,
they're making
big time.
Micro moves. Dame Lillard, I don't know what they were thinking.
That duo is going to be better this season.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
it, but they're going to be better than last season. I'll tell you that right now.
We'll see.
But Lillard's been quiet this offseason, eh?
He still has that abdominal problem, so
we'll see what happens.
So let's wrap up a couple of small ones. So Monte Morris, 1-year deal to Phoenix Suns.
I like that.
Mason Plumlee from the Clippers.
Far out, this guy. He's another one.
Has gone to... Was Mason Plumlee the one that had that? Oh, no, it was another. It was the other guy.
Mason Plumlee's coming from Dallas.
Yeah. So he's going to Phoenix. No, he came from the Clippers.
Clippers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to Phoenix on a 1-year deal.
For how much?
I don't know. It didn't give me the specifics on that one. And from Phoenix, Drew Eubanks is going to Utah Jazz, 2 years, 10 mil. And sticking to Phoenix, one interesting story.
I would have. I don't know why Lakers didn't get him on the bench. He would have been a good fit.
Eubanks, yeah, he was all right. I liked him off the bench.
Yeah.
Speaking of off the bench, Campaign, he was arrested.
Did you hear why?
Yeah, because he gave a fake name or whatever. He refused to give his name.
But as if the copper didn't know who it was.
He told the copper.
That copper played it dirty, bro.
Did you see what he called him? Terry Johnson.
But this copper, bro, 100% wouldn't know who it was. He was like, nah, I don't give a shit.
If you want to arrest me, I'm giving you a fake name. Congratulations.
Oh, bro.
Who does that? Campaign does that. That's who does that.
Too much money on their hands.
Now, here's another team that's making some moves. Orlando Magic.
Yeah, I like Orlando, man.
Orlando Magic. Jonathan Isaac signs 5-year, is that 54, 84? 84. $84 million. The Wagner brothers, they got paid.
Isaac's a good player, but as a person outside of basketball, he's an idiot.
He's got the basketball figure. He's got the...
Bro, he's an awesome talent. But did you see what he does outside of basketball?
It's all that Christian thing, yeah?
No.
What?
It's all that Israeli clothing.
Oh, suck you.
He's a dickhead. He's in cahoots with Ben Shapiro, the bloody...
suck him.
Yeah, he's a dickhead.
But yeah,
he just ruined the whole take.
From a talent perspective, yeah, he's pretty cool. But suck him. Mo Wagner, 2-year deal, 22 mil. And his brother, Franz, 224 mil for 5 years.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's a good player.
Yeah, he's
I like him. He's a very solid player. He's like a
like a quicker Şengün.
No, what was I gonna? I was gonna say he's like a poor man Luka, but more agile. His skill set is like a poor man's Luka.
Longer too.
Yeah,
he's close to 7 foot, isn't he?
No, he's like 6'8", 6'9".
No, he's taller than Luka. Luka's 6'8".
But yeah, his skill set is like a poor man Luka, which is good. You can build around that too, man.
Also, now this was because I think Nuggets couldn't retain Caldwell Pope.
KCP.
Yeah, they were paying too much. They paid all of them. They paid Murray, they paid Jokic, and they paid Michael Porter Jr.
And AG.
They couldn't afford to retain
Do you want
KCP.
my opinion on the Nuggets?
So the deal, I'll tell you, the deal was 3 years, 66 mil for KCP.
Yeah.
It's a nice deal.
It's going to push him over the edge, just that addition.
Yeah. I mean, they're already strong defensively.
They're going to be even better. But yeah, with that, quickly with the Nuggets, just to touch up on them. They're slowly, or not slowly, but they are exactly following footstep for footstep with the Milwaukee Bucks, where they have the talent to win the championship.
I see what you're saying.
But they're slowly losing the personnel and fading into the background every year.
They needed to make the Western Conference this
And
season.
do you know who's dropping the ball? It's the owners. The owners don't want to spend the money. You gotta spend money to make money, guys. You should know that. You guys have the knowledge more than I do. You guys own NBA basketball teams, so I'm pretty sure you guys know it.
So staying on the Nuggets, since we're bringing that up, Jokic has been asking for Westbrook.
Yeah.
So hearing him actually inserting himself into the business side of things is interesting. I don't think we've heard that before. Maybe it's happened behind the scenes, but
is that foreshadowing a trade demand?
Some frustration, perhaps.
Yeah.
We
And
did
then-
see it towards the end of the season where he felt like he needed to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting
Is he
times
going to
in
follow suit
Denver.
in the previous number 15?
Mellow.
Huh?
What, you reckon he's going to New York?
Oh, not New York, but in demanding a trade, yeah.
Interesting.
They're not going to...
But do you reckon it'll be as soon as next year? No, I wouldn't.
Well, it all depends on Michael Porter Jr.'s progression, to be honest, because he had a stinker last playoffs.
No, but they had, okay, let's not forget they had a strong regular season. Now, obviously, that doesn't count for, playoff success, postseason success, but you can't really say that it's complete failure coming off the championship. Obviously, everyone wants to repeat, but I mean, they still pushed hard. They did have a stinker in the postseason, an absolute stinker.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The postseason where you have experienced it before at its highest peak, and you have the third option, Michael Porter Jr., get outplayed by Aaron Gordon.
Yeah. You got to have, it's got to leave a sour taste in your mouth. Like you got absolutely smacked up.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
harsh. That's harsh.
So, yeah, it's all on MPJ, how it comes out this season for Nuggets.
I did mention that I'd like to see him in the Warriors.
MPJ?
I think he's a perfect fit.
I don't know.
Slot him straight in.
Like Mr. Yoss says, I think he's mentally weak.
Put him in the Warriors. Sort him out.
Mm.
We mentioned the Bulls before. DeMar DeRozan, he is officially wanting to move on from Chicago.
Yeah.
He's not re-signed. The Bulls are shopping him around at the moment, and the Kings are looking like a likely target. The sign and trade might be imminent for Mr. Debo.
What about the Kings, eh?
Cali.
But
He wants to be in Cali.
where do you see that positioning? Would they have to give up as well?
I think it's draft picks. I think that's what everyone's going for now with this whole.
It'll be interesting. Where does it fit in? Who does it take over? Which spot?
Where he fits in.
You know where he fits in?
He fits in.
You
They
know-
love,
you know he's
they
gonna be
love the
pissed off?
mid-range, man.
You know he's going to get pissed off?
Monk.
Monk's going to get shafted to the bench.
Oh, really? Monk is on the bench.
No, he's their starter.
Monk?
He started towards the end
No.
of the season.
No, he was still a bench player. He was in the running for the sixth man of the.
Who was their starter then?
It wasn't him. They had.
Murray. Keegan Murray.
Yes. Bro,
There's
they're
no.
solid, bro.
They got De'Aaron
They did.
Fox.
They had him starting.
Keegan Murray. Sabonis. And who's the shooting guard?
I'm not sure, but it wasn't Monk. Monk came off the bench,
I
100%.
can't remember who the shooting guard is.
Monk gave him like a.
That's
massive
actually a good
spark off
fit
the
because
bench.
if we can't remember who the shooting guard
But
is,
even their playing style, the more I think about this,
the
the
mid-range.
more I like it. You've got Keegan Murray,
Yeah.
who's long and has got that shot. You've got De'Aaron Fox
It's going to be a
Monk.
good team.
and Debo. So versatile. They
Mm.
can attack you in so many ways. I like that. And they're all quick.
They'll make the top 8, but
That's nice. I like that.
we'll see how they go.
Valanciunas agreed to a 3-year deal with the Wizards. We mentioned that before. $30 million with the Wizards. Looking to get paid. It's a shame. He was a solid piece for the Pelicans, but something's happening in the
Wizards.
Pelicans. Something is happening in the Pelicans.
No, I told you this before.
We're
They
hearing
needed,
rumors that even Brandon Ingram's on
yeah,
his
but
way
they
out.
needed to open up the key for Zion,
Mm,
and Valanciunas kept clogging up the key for him.
true.
So
But I think
this isn't a surprise to me.
I think
What's
this
a
is
surprise
bigger.
is he landed at the Wizards. Why? Wizards aren't doing shit.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think it's a career-ending move.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, I get that you want to get paid, but how
Wizards.
deflating
Yeah,
playing
I
with
know.
the Wizards. That's almost as bad as the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, I know. That's rubbish.
Lastly, some news from the Mavs. We mentioned Clay before,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we need to give some props to the front office, in particular Nico. Is it Nico? Nico, I think his name is. He added Klay Thompson, Quentin Grimes, Najee Marshall, and didn't give up any first-round picks.
Yeah,
And they still have $4 million to spend.
that's crazy.
That's a solid move.
That's crazy.
So
And I told you, Klay Thompson's going to be having a good season this coming season because now he's got that guaranteed money. You're going to ball
I
out.
don't think so. I don't think so.
We'll see. We'll see.
I think he'll have, spurts. But that's about it.
No. He's going to have a good season.
So, speaking of which, he still has his Anta deal, and he's releasing his latest shoe, which brings us to our favorite segment.
Ooh, the shoe king.
The kick check.
That's where I shine, baby.
Hold it. All right, I'm up first. We've got, in honor of Klay Thompson, being the legend Golden State Warrior that he is, I thought I'd send him out one last time with one of my favorite Klay shoes, the Anta KT5. This one is the Claytheism colorway. Yes, that's right, Claytheism.
Yeah.
I don't get why he said that, to be honest, but very nice shoe.
I like the colors.
This is the second week in a row I'm rocking Anta.
Not bad.
The strap, so we've got this whole thing. Don't know what it's for, but it locks in the laces. Looks kind of cool.
Not a fan.
Colorway is not bad. I don't mind it. Premium materials. You've got a knit material, cushions, nice and plush. It's on the soft side. Not much bounce though. Traction, as always, top tier with Anta shoes. That's it. That is my submission for the week.
Are these the ones that he tore his Achilles with?
No, it was in the one after this, I think. KT5s.
Oh, so these are the ones he did the ACL with.
Maybe.
This is what started his downward
But it wasn't
trend.
this colorway. But yeah, I think it was this one. Yeah, so nice shoe, high top.
Sorry, but not sorry. Good to see you go.
All right, Moz, you up?
I'm up. The shoe king. Oh, baby. The bad boys. I was saying off camera, if I wasn't sure if I've worn these on episode already, but they're that good, I got to do it twice. Hey,
What is it, Moz?
these are the Mellows 5.5.
So nice. We had to see it twice.
We had to say it twice. And I found a new feature on this shoe that I didn't know before, where the tongue's got,
Moz, the cord.
what do you call it? A clip or whatever you call it.
Look at the screen.
Right there. So you tie up your shoelaces and then you clip it like that, and you still got the view of that beautiful tongue design there with the Jumpman logo, the 0.5. Very nice design. I'm always been a big fan of the Melo signature shoes, and in my opinion, the best signature player shoes range, whatever you want to call it, by far.
I still haven't
Like,
brought my
hands
ones
down.
out yet.
Hands down, I don't think I've met anyone that has said, I don't like any of the Melo shoes.
I only like one, to be honest.
But out of all the other signature shoes, they're very nice. Look at that, nice and clean. Shout out to yours. And that's my kick check. The shoe king is out. Pow!
All right, that was the kicks check for this week.
Remains supreme.
Now, obviously, there's only two of us, but let us know who was the winner this week. Comment below.
Fire.
Let's move it on to some final news before we speak about the Olympics. So this was interesting that came up. there was a story about the Lakers. Now, I just wanted to wrap this all up. There's two bits of information coming out from the Lakers.
Right.
So Jeannie Buss, apparently she banished Jerry West, the logo. She banished him and revoked his season tickets after he took an issue with her dating Phil Jackson.
No way.
So this story came out just recently. And inherited according to sort of So
When was she dating him? When he was with the New York Knicks, right?
I'm not sure, but he took issue with it.
Yeah, I would have, because you're dating someone on opposing team.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
Yeah, she's an idiot. I mean, look how she's running the team now. It's shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Have you read into how she runs the team?
so
She has friends of hers that
there's one. She's made her assistant or operations manager,
advice.
whatever.
No,
Yeah.
technically she's not on the payroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's her best friend.
But she gives her advice and this and that, and she dictates the whole team.
So that was strange. And then sticking with the Lakers, so this is actually unfortunate. I don't like to laugh about people's misfortune, but I thought I'd mention, you know how LeBron James had funded a whole school in Cleveland.
Right.
So this is really crazy. I'm just thinking about it from an Australian perspective. Not a single 8th grader has passed the state maths test since 2019 in his school.
No way.
Not one. Not
No
one.
way.
Maths. It's crazy, right?
That's a big letdown.
So it's a shame, man. I mean, knowledge is power, kids. So
And maths you use outside of work. It's probably one of the only subjects you use outside of
8th
work.
grade as well.
Outside of school, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, maths. Basic maths. No, I'm not talking about like full advanced maths, but basic maths is you use it outside of school. So
Yeah.
and we'll talk about year 8. So you're still
8th grade,
learning your
not
basic maths, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. We'll move on to the Olympics.
Aussie.
Rep.
Ooh-wee.
Now I'm wearing Xavier Cook's jersey. Unfortunately, the 12-man squad for the Australian team has been named. Obviously, not every roster from all the nations teams that are participating have been locked in, because there's still the qualifiers that are being played. The semi-finals are tonight and tomorrow morning, whichever part of the world you're in. So they'll be locked in. I think
Australia's made it through, correct?
Australia's already made it through. There's a lot of nations that have made it through. There's still, I think, 4 more spots to be had. So, having said that, the Australian national team has been locked in. The 12-man roster has been named, and the Australian Boomers have selected Josh Giddey, Dyson Daniels, Josh Green, Paddy Mills, Dante Exum, Jock Landau, Diop Reef, Joe Ingles, Jack McVeigh.
Jack McVeigh, yeah, NBL player, very good player.
He's the mustache guy, yeah?
Yeah, he spreads the floor.
I think he's a mustache guy. He's long too.
High clip 3-point shooter.
Will McNay? I don't know this guy.
The NBL players. They're 3-point shooters.
And Matthew Dellavedova.
Yep.
And Nick Kay.
Wait, they didn't. Can you give me a look? They didn't.
So they dropped.
Goulding?
No, Goulding hasn't been selected.
Oh, he didn't make it. Oh, wow.
I actually didn't like Goulding in the Olympics, or well, not in the World Cup. I didn't like. He didn't seem to.
Yeah, but you had the experience to back it up.
I liked Goulding in the NBL. I think he's an absolute talent, but for some reason in the national team, I haven't seen him really.
That's interesting.
At least in the last World Cup, we've got to look at the recent history. Matisse Thybulle. This was really interesting. Matisse Thybulle was arguably the best defensive player in the World Cup.
I wonder what happened.
And the Aussies dropped him. So Matisse Thybulle didn't make the cut. And I mean, he was a difference maker against Slovenia. He
But-
locked up Luka Doncic and pushed the Aussies to the win.
But I do want to say the Aussies are still doing it the right way, where they're not begging players to join the team. You have to make the team.
So Bogut actually did mention that. So Bogut spoke about this in a podcast. There's a new NBL podcast. I don't know the name of it, but he actually did mention this. He mentioned that Matisse Thybulle would be dropped and Xavier Cooks would be dropped. And his opinion was
2 NBA
Xavier.
players.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Xavier Cooks, I think, is playing for EuroLeague.
Oh,
now.
okay.
And I think he's actually coming back to Sydney now,
Oh, no way.
playing for the
Wow.
Kings.
What a turnaround of his career.
But Bogut said that in his opinion, because he was in the training camp, he thought that Xavier Cooks played better than Nick Kay, I think he mentioned.
Yeah.
And he was a little disheartened that Matisse didn't get picked up as well.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
But he didn't say it in strong terms. Obviously, he's trying to respect the coaching team and trying to keep morale and everything as he should. Good on him. Respect to Andrew Bogut. He's a champion. Never take that away from him.
That's it.
But what do you think of the squad? Do you think they've got what it takes?
I see what they're doing. They're trying to play a high clip 3-point shooting team especially coming up against the very tall France team with Gobert and the alien, what's his name? Mr. Bananas.
France is in Group B, I think. We're in Group A.
Bro, they've got a tough team, man. They got Bilal Koulibaly, Nicolina, whatever his name is, Nicolina, Frankie. And then you got the Twin Towers, bro.
Did what's his name make it? Brooklyn. He used to be on Brooklyn. I forget his name.
I think what's his name's on
He
there as
always
well.
played good for the national team.
Batum. I think Batum's on there as well.
Batum's solid. Oh man, I forget his name. I think he's in the Lakers now.
Who?
It'll come to me.
Either way. But yeah, they got solid team. So I think they're going to try to counteract that tall presence by
Perimeter.
perimeter shooting and try to bring the big man out from the key. Because that's how FIBA plays. You lock down the key at the paint, leaves the perimeter shooting open, and they just want to go full rocket launchers from out there.
Look, I want to stay in high spirits. I want the Aussie team to win. Obviously, my favorite team would have been Palestine, but they didn't make it. But the Aussie team always been repping Aussies. We're Aussies. So
Yeah, Aussie.
We look forward to seeing them battle it out. They've had some success against China in some of the friendlies, so that's really good. Moving on to another national team, the Canadian national team.
Oh,
Zach Edey. Zach Edey's pulled out from the Canadian team.
why?
So he's released a statement, if you want me to read it.
Yeah.
But I think it's because he wants to focus on his
NBA
off-season. Yeah.
Yeah, some
So
people do that.
I've made the difficult decision of pulling myself out of the process to compete for a spot for the Paris Olympics. Competing non-stop to achieve my goals and winning a national championship at Purdue and making it to the NBA. I have a duty now to properly prepare for all that is coming my way with being drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies. The work I put in summer on my body, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so he wants to focus on his NBA career.
I don't think so. I think he's pretty much saying NBA pays me better. I want to make sure I'm healthy for a good contract.
Yeah, it's a tough decision for a young kid. You know, you just got picked. It's a weak draft. You want to try to stand out. You've got the best opportunity now to stand out because, I mean, everyone is saying it's a weak draft. I haven't really put too much emphasis on it. But, yeah, I mean, he's got a big opportunity ahead of him.
Well, considering the draft that will be coming up in next year or the year after, the one with LeBron's other son, Bryce.
Bryce.
Apparently, that draft class is going to be a strong
We've got-
draft class.
Is it Cooper? No, Cooper Flag's next year, I think.
Yeah, this upcoming draft.
Next season. Man, this always bothers me. I always say next year when I mean next season
Yeah.
for
I
That's
think
it.
maybe the next 2 drafts are going to be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Honestly,
I think so. I've seen some of the talent in high school coming up as well. Looking really good, really promising talent.
Mm.
Is there anything else you want to say about the Olympics? We're going to be speaking a lot more, I'm sure. I'm going to be repping this jersey every week.
I'll be repping this jersey. No, honestly, good luck to the Aussies out there. Make us proud and smash those Yankees.
Bring home the gold.
Yeah. Hopefully he's bringing out not gold, but honestly, whatever gold you guys bring, whatever medal you guys bring is inspiration to the next generation. So let's go.
100%. Now, we are going to move on to the clips of the week. However, a few weeks ago, it was off camera.
Yeah.
You said something to me that it just stuck in my head. And I saw a clip, and my clip of the week is actually something that kind of backs you a little.
Yeah.
So
You want to share what I said off camera?
So what you said was the women's NBA or the WNBA is not as exciting as the women's wheelchair basketball. So,
It's true.
so you didn't say it exactly like that, but I'm making
It
it.
got you thinking?
I'm making a PC. So it did get me thinking. So I asked you, prove it, explain it.
Explain it.
So we've got highlights from the women's wheelchair basketball.
But any 3-point shot from a chair is
It
like
ain't easy. It ain't easy. We've done it on the sideline.
I can't
So we're
even
going to play just a quick clip
Yeah.
from, this is Santiago 2023, the Paralympian,
American Games. Parapin.
There you go.
Argentina versus Brazil, 2 of the top teams.
Man, that's tough.
And bro, look at that.
Mid-range.
How's that not more
Mid-range.
entertaining?
And they're playing, I don't think that's a women's ball.
No, it's
That's a full-size
yeah.
ball.
That's what I'm saying. It's more entertaining, bro.
Backboard. The bank is open.
The bank's open, bro. And bro, the toughness they play with, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Bro,
the
they
physical.
come and T-bone the chairs.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen the men's one. They absolutely smash each other.
Yeah, look.
There we go.
Look,
Oh, yeah.
Bro, how's
Box
that,
out.
Bro, how's that not more entertaining,
That's
man?
a box out.
Are you
Damn.
telling me you wouldn't watch this over WNBA?
Damn. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Bro, they shoot that from half court. Sitting down.
What's that? Triple
I
double.
can't do that.
She got a triple
Bro, and
double.
look at the audience. Bro, the crowd's full into it.
Look at that. They've got, man, that's pretty full.
Yeah.
Stands are full. Wait,
Bro,
are the Americans even
Canada,
playing?
America, they're all there.
Damn.
It's
Here we
day 8 highlights. So you got USA now versus Canada.
Hey, the coach was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Is that mandatory?
I don't know. I don't think so. But, bro, look how you have to box out. You have to smash wheel
That's
on wheel.
hard, man.
That's what I mean. It's like,
That's tough.
bro, it's
I want to see someone get blocked.
it is more entertaining, in my opinion, than WNBA.
Wait, she was sitting on something making her higher.
Yeah.
Isn't that like...
They're cheating.
You can't see
I would do that.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Bro, they're all like in front of you.
Damn.
Doesn't matter which shot you take. There's someone in front of you with wheels locked.
That's pretty good. All right. That's enough of that.
What do you reckon?
I think I'd watch that. I'd watch that. I'd watch a chunk of that. How much? I don't know.
More than WNBA.
So, this is the WNBA. So I've just picked up just some clips from WNBA.
Yeah.
Let's
Explain
run some of
the
this.
first clip.
So the first clip I actually didn't mean to show.
God.
I didn't mean to show the start of that.
Oh my God. Did she do
But the first clip was the championship parade. And
It was empty.
look,
Bro, it's not empty.
I want to stay unbiased and impartial in this discussion,
That was empty.
but the streets were empty.
That was,
I
bro,
don't know if they turned down the wrong street, but
bro,
they were empty.
no one doing a parade and someone wanted to cross and crossed in front of the bus. He's like, get out of the way. I don't give a shit about this parade.
There was no
I got
barricades.
somewhere to be.
There was no barricades, no police, no nothing.
Yeah,
Just
that's
buses.
about it.
Okay.
I don't
So
care.
let's roll this.
You fail.
Okay, just a straight up missed layup
Why don't
and lost the ball. This is in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to
What
go.
was that?
I don't know.
They cut the feed, they laugh.
Oh, they still haven't finished. Oh,
Oh, wait, maybe
Oh.
she was saying something.
this is a sequence. Still going. This is game 4
Oh my God.
of the finals.
Oh my God. Is she supposed
Was
to
that
be the
Diana
goat?
Taurasi? That was.
Oh
my God.
God.
Yo!
Oh, bro. How can you not say?
The sequence kept going.
How can you not say the wheelchair is not more entertaining?
Oh my God.
No. This is fail. This is
No.
like watching my kids play. And I'm like, nah, I'm going home.
So what I did to try to make it a little bit fair is I looked for sequences. That's the All-Star game. I looked for
But
sequences.
these are like important games.
Oh, she airballed a layup.
How do you ever lay up?
Oh, shit.
Bro,
She airballed a
we're
layup, bro.
comparing people sitting down, taking 3-point half-court shots
Oh, my God.
to an airball layout. No, discussion over.
Why is she falling?
No, that's enough.
Yeah.
No.
Look, I'll be honest. I watched, what did I watch today? I watched the Aces versus the Sparks. I caught the fourth quarter. I didn't actually catch the whole game.
Right.
And there were some really interesting, really good moments. I'll be honest. It was good basketball. But every time they shot, I just could not help but think you're shooting with a smaller ball. And those smaller balls, you can fit like 3 or 4 in the ring. It's just a massive target with a small ball. I know, look, everyone wants to talk about being politically correct and equal rights and opportunities and this and that. Why are they using a smaller ball? Okay, can we stop ignoring this fact? Physiologically, they're different. Biologically, women and men are different. Okay,
That's why I compared them to
They
the
recognize this.
women's wheelchair.
they recognize this.
They use a regular ball.
But I'm saying they recognize this. That's why they've adjusted the parameters of the
If
game.
you can't play the game, don't play the game. They
Okay.
change the rules to
Now,
suit.
I'm not saying that they're not great talents. It was enjoyable to watch, and it went to overtime. I actually did enjoy it. Having said that, there were some brain fart moments towards the end of the game, and I'm seeing the reason I wanted to bring this up is because one of my clips of the week is actually of Angel Reese.
Oh my
And
God.
Angel Reese is actually on a tear at the moment. Shout out to her. She's breaking records, having a double-double feast in the NBA in her debut season, in her rookie season. She's currently, I think, on a massive record. She's 13 games or something, double-double.
I don't know who you're talking about, but
Angel Reese. Anyway, so currently she's on that. However, and I don't want to diminish what she's done because I think it is still good, but
if you say
a lot
so.
of them, do you know what they remind me of? So she gets the rebounds. A lot of them, she's missing them at the ring and she's getting her own rebound.
That's me.
It's exactly
It's
what you
me.
do.
That's what I do.
That's how you pick up your 10 rebounds a game, you prick.
100%. I get my double from right there.
So how it's hard for me to go, yeah, that's great when 30% or more of your rebounds are off easy shots that you've missed.
100%.
And because you're closer to the ring,
And this is from someone that does it.
so that's
Why are you copying?
that's where I am at with that. So coming back to your thing, do we agree that the wheelchair basketball is more
100%.
interesting than the WNBA?
100%, bro. Hands down.
I think the jury's out on that one for me. I
We'll see
still
what yours
think-
has to say.
I still
Yours?
think.
You gotta give us your opinion on this.
But let's put it out to you guys. go check out women's wheelchair basketball and check out some of the highlights of the WNBA. And let us know. Look, do you think that they're equally entertaining, or what are your thoughts? Let us know in your comments below. In the comments below.
You know what? Let the women tell us what they think.
You know, I wanted to do an experiment actually.
I wouldn't be surprised to see what the women think.
I was watching this with my wife today,
Yeah.
the NBA, and we were both enjoying it, I'll be honest. And she kept asking me, oh, is that this, or who's this, or this and that? I happen to know more names of the WNBA players than my wife. My wife plays basketball and she's interested in basketball.
And that says something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if the women themselves are not watching it, there's a problem there.
What can I say?
So, with all that being said, there was a massive segue into the clips of the week.
Pew.
This week, I'll kick it off because I haven't seen your one.
Yeah.
So I'll kick it off with my one first. So as I mentioned, this is Angel Reese. And
So that's Angel Reese.
I want to preface it. This play made it to the top steals of this season so far. Top steals of the season so far. Keep that in mind.
Well, after getting away with a double dribble on a fast break layup, a double dribble is an illegal action in basketball made when a player dribbles the ball with two hands simultaneously. After the refs missed the call, Reese embraced her mistake, laughing at herself, then went to the bench laughing with her teammates while mocking herself. Angel Reese is going viral after getting away with a double dribble on a fast break layup. A double dribble is an illegal action in basketball made when a player dribbles the ball with two hands simultaneously. After the refs missed the call, Reese embraced her mistake, laughing at herself, then went to the bench laughing with her teammates while mocking herself.
Okay.
While mocking herself.
What makes this worse, you don't see it in this angle. Okay, I've seen multiple angles of this. As a referee, I was absolutely gobsmacked by how the referee missed this. She was in the open court. There was nobody in front of her. It was on a fast break.
There's no distraction.
The ref was looking dead at her, front and center.
Oh, WNBA.
Perfect angle, and didn't call it. Did not call it. So...
Actually, I do want to ask something. I don't know what the dribbling rules are for wheelchair.
Definitely not. There is no dribbling.
They dribble, but
No.
what's the rules?
There's no dribbling.
It's pretty cool.
They just put it in their lap.
We need to watch a game, bro.
I want to look at the rules because that chick was propped up, man.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's a height advantage.
I reckon she's got hydraulics in that
That's a height
shit.
advantage.
Imagine having hydraulics in your wheelchair. How many rebounds would you get?
Dunk it, bro.
Bro! Oh, mate. They've got so much opportunities to make that spot even more better.
Put ramps.
I would have spinners on my
ramps,
shit.
bro.
Oh, bro. I'd have
Have on 2
spinners on my
wheels.
shit.
So I'll move on to your clip.
Yeah.
House of Highlights.
Yes.
Anime Kyrie. I think I've seen this one. Let's play it.
It's pretty
anyway.
cool, man.
Let's roll it. Yeah, I have seen this. Cool filter.
Yeah, man.
Ugh.
Just the whole sequence, man. That's sick. Splash.
Ball on a string does not even properly explain
Look
that.
at that. Behind the back.
I want those shoes, by the way.
Splits the day. Underneath the
Is
legs.
that slow-mo?
Underneath the legs. Back underneath the legs. One dribble into the step back.
Little hop.
Far out, man. Wow. What a talent.
Very
And just the filter of making that anime. Just
The filter goes hard.
a nice,
As it
nice,
says.
nice touch.
That's it. That was the
that's-
clips of the
that's
week. We've gone through pretty much everything.
I think it's the last time I'm mentioning WNBA.
Guys,
Oh my god.
if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing?
Come on, guys.
Subscribe. Help us out. Help the channel grow.
Even if you're a troll, just subscribe. I don't care.
If you like what we do, like it.
I do
If
not
you dislike
care.
what we do, dislike it. Leave us a comment. Let us know. Let us know any subjects that you want us to cover. With all that being said, you're Moz. Oh my god, I did it. I did it. I did it. Moz, send us out.
Give us a like, a subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. We out.